You must go through the grid marks on your side of the road. Keep pace and not drop back with everybody else. Big gap back to LMP2 in the van wall, and away we go. The 6 hours of Fuji is underway. Mike Conway with the inside line down to the first corner. But down from behind him, the Porsche number 6 of Lawrence Mountall skates through on the inside. The lock up from the caddy. The Toyotas is in
Hey, what's up, all my little itty bitty baby children? How you guys doing today? Oh, my cat was missing and he's home now. Everything's gonna be fine. We had a rough week last week, had a rough weekend, couldn't see Parquet on his live stream like normal. I don't know, guys. Go check out Parquet's channel. He puts up a lot of content, a lot of sim racing stuff. Go check it out. Other gaming stuff. We're also gonna highlight Noodle today. I don't really know Noodle. I don't know. I don't talk to him. But if parquet vouchers for him, then he's okay. Then that's fine. Go check out their channels. They'll be linked right here for you. Anyway, I mean, they're not retarded like me. I don't, you know, you've been warned. Anyway, so in this race, guys, we registered in GT1 League again. This is my 3rd time ever in GT1 League. I guess I should probably just stop talking about it. I guess I'm just a GT1 A driver now. Is that just how I am? That's whatever. I'm built like that, I guess. Let's go. They must have forgotten who I was. Anyway, this is a sprint. God damn it, I hate sprints. PD, let's get it together. Guys, we're at Fuji. I chose McLaren again for my manufacturer just because nobody else really does. It's slow as hell on the straights, but it does. That MR gets busy in the twisties. So we're on hard tires, so we're on some slippy tires, no pit stop, no strategy, no nothing, just a straight up sprint to the end. Qualified in the midfield. We're midfielding, gentlemen. We're midfielding in the new land of rank we're in. We're midfielding, doing as best as we can. Finished on the podium to finish Nations Cup, and we're getting into it, guys. Let's get this round 1 done and over with. It should not be a 40-minute video, guys. You don't need popcorn. Everything's going to be okay. Anyone new to the channel, we're exploding inputs. We're trying trail braking as much as we can, and we're looking at radars. We're looking at everything. We're doing it all. Let's get busy. That intro wasn't too bad. 6 hours at Fuji, bruh. That shit was sick. You see the moves? Ooh. All right, let's get it. Just like normal, where we're at with our rank right now, 160 some points on deck if you win. Hit you with that intro.
Walking town, machine gun man. They spit on me in my homeland. Gloria sent me pictures of my boy. Got my pills against mosquito death. My buddy's breathing his dying breath. Oh God, please, won't you help me make it through?
Driving with the driving crooner, baby.
Alright guys, 12 lap sprint on hards. The only guy we really know in here is F1 Willis, I believe. No, actually he's not even in this race. Sarcastic Bob is in the back. He feels like he picked the wrong manufacturer with Toyota. I gave him some words of encouragement. We get through turn 1, it's all good. Radar was exploded. To take a look at the inputs at the bottom here, just to see your braking for this left-hander, it's really around 50% brakes. For a very short time, get through there. Guy behind got a little bit wrong. TCR Stiggy, we're going to keep an eye on him. You know, anyone can use a TCR livery. Anyone can change their nickname to a TCR name. I might have to send him into Tidgney to see if he's actually a TCR guy, because he wasn't quite cleaning. He wasn't quite clean in racing. What's wrong with me?
Take an apple,
anyway,
bitch.
All right. So as we come through here, there'll be bloopers at the end like normal, guys, and I'm gonna be in it because I did not expect it to get bottlenecked so much through the hairpin chicane section there, and I smashed El Vepe. That allowed TCR Stiggy to go around the outside here, and I just backed out of that. I could have slid up there, but I wanted to make sure El Vepe held the position because I totally creamed him, and it's just what's fair. So I lost both positions. It is what it is. And, you know, this TCR member is TCR versus TCR, man. Stigolus is TCR Stiggy, and then TCR El Vepe. I don't know if either one of them are TCR members. I have no idea. I doubt it. Who knows? Either way, Stiggy is a controller player. I can tell by the way the front end moves. He's definitely on controller. I believe he even has the high beams going through the corners as well. Either way, I need to get past these guys as best I can. Stiggy has a little bit of pace, but that controller, dude, he's super inconsistent. So he tries going around the outside of El Vepe here, and I squeezed right between the two of them, dude. I just had to keep it moving. He was going wide with that outside move, and then now I have to line up El Vepe. I have to get by him. I can just feel the pressure from behind, knowing that the guys don't quite have my pace, but if I have to defend and I have to fight to get by, they have my pace. If I can get some clean air, maybe I can leave this group of cars behind and lead the midfield and get up in the front there. But this middle section is the best section for the McLaren. Obviously, the main airplane hangar straight is terrible for the McLaren, and the Supra will pull me through. I just have to stay patient here and look for my moment and just keep an eye on Stiggy behind, because I didn't love his movement. The best way to not have to deal with Stiggy is to get past El Vepe here, and I'm just gonna line him up on the straight. I'm gonna go for it. We just have to get to the straight and stick with him. The Supra is very fast on the straights, and no, I did not make contact with him right there. I snatched the brakes right before I touched him. No contact. We're good. I watched it multiple times to make sure, because it kind of felt like it, but I did not. He was a little bit slow through that last section. I got a little bit loose on the exit because I needed to make sure I stayed narrow to not touch him. And this is it. At this point, I'm already made up my mind. If he defends, I'm going around the outside. You remember the race from Daily Race C from a couple weeks ago, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, in Group 2 cars. I'm overtaking a race, guys. Going for it around the outside. He's defending. Nothing I can do. I pull this move off quite a bit. It's a signature move, one might say. I'm just gonna be quiet and enjoy.
I almost had a nervous movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I did that. That happened. Yeah, this is. I gotta toot my own horn here. This was the overtaking a race, man. I watched the whole race. I looked at everything. Bloopers at the end, guys. But this was. We'll just look at it multiple times. It just. I've done this move multiple times. It's just a normal around the outside move at a major braking zone, and it is what it is. I just. There was something told me those guys behind me were gonna absolutely nag the shit out of me unless I got past him and caused him to be the cork. That Supra is not great on this circuit. It's just not. It's really good for the main straight, but in the end, it's just a little bit hard to get through the twisty sections compared to a car like an MR car or any other car that just operates slightly differently. But El Vepe continues to fall backwards. The main guy that's going to put pressure on me is the Mercedes. Stiggy was trying around the outside there again, but either way, El Vepe fell behind the Mercedes, and the Mercedes is behind me now. I need to break the slipstream of the Mercedes. The Mercedes was very fast here. For whatever reason, dude could drive, whatever it was, had good pace with it, but he was sticking with my slipstream for multiple laps in a row. On the main straight, I mean, he was under 7-8 tenths of a second each time we hit this main straight. And I just had to stay focused, not make mistakes. On a slippery tire like this in an MR car that has good grip, this is kind of like my last mistake right there, was going wide. And he is still right behind me, still strong inside my slipstream, going onto the straight where the McLaren dies, and I do not have the slipstream in front of me. It took me too long to get by the guys behind me now. If I would have got by a little bit faster, I believe I had the same pace as the guys in the top 5. It took me a little bit too long to get there, and it's just too slow on the straights. With no slipstream assistance, it was rough for me to get through here. We're gonna fast forward here to the end of lap 4. We just started lap 4. We're ending lap 4 here. The guy in front there in the little picture box there, he got it wrong. Got a little bit loose on that curb. You got to be careful. And even at the end of this straight, we're going to get 2 for 1 in the same sequence here. As soon as we hit this main straight, directly in front of us, another guy is getting a little bit loose. And that's why you never quit in Gran Turismo. We always talk about not quitting, because you never know when someone's going to have a moment like this. Again, you got the box, and it's one of those things where, dude, this is Howie again. Howie, brother, this is two races in a row where you have a shocker, brother. What's going on? You didn't even slow up. You didn't. That was the last time I gave you a pass, because the dude hit the brakes in an F1 car at Degna 1, where you don't need brakes. But bruh, that was on you. You needed to slow up and give him back to position. You needed to wait for him. That was wrong, bruh. Anyway, nothing happened. The clean air was the medicine. I got through that. Everyone was behind me a good 1.5 seconds at this point, I believe. And it was just, I mean, that's still pressure. 1 to 2 seconds is still pressure on a circuit like this, where a little bit of mistake and they're right back in your slipstream and you're in trouble. But P5, we continue up to lap 8 here. I went on board for lap 8 because this was my fastest lap of the race. So I'm just gonna shut my mouth for a second and show you the inputs and just see. This was my fastest lap. This was, I think they were behind me about 1.2 seconds at this point, and I was just like, you know what, dude, before these tires get any worse, put in a banger of a lap real quick. Focus, put your head down, don't look behind you for once, and just put in a decent lap so you can get into this final quarter of this race, so you don't have to feel this pressure. I was afraid I was going to make a mistake. Everything just felt really good in the car. I knew Fuji would be decent here in the McLaren, and I knew that I would struggle at Tokyo. And struggle I did at Tokyo. I don't even want to talk about the round 3 race yet, because it's just, I'm still so angry about it that I could do bad stuff. I could do evil things thinking about that round 3 race.
When a man cries, nothing
Let's just say I was
safe.
going to get my first win in GT1 League in the round 3 race at Autopolis. I was going to get my first win in GT1 League, and I can't wait to show you what happened. It was bad. It was real bad, and it wasn't my fault, and PD deserves a slap on the wrist for it as well. And the guy that absolutely creamed me, he just didn't even apologize. Not nothing, man. It just
I almost killed myself, Julie.
it's what it is. But nothing happened, guys. There was nothing else to show you. Bloopers at the end here in a couple seconds. I'll hit you with an outro. But it was really nothing, man. There was nothing else to show you. Overtaking the race. And it was just the battle at the beginning to get free from those guys, get the clean air. There was nobody left. They like I said, they really just didn't have my pace at behind in this car. Andy's a decent racer. He stuck with me the whole way. Alvepe was right behind him. I'm losing my voice. And yeah, it was a good race. Another top 5. You guys know I go for the top 5s. That's all I care about is top 5s. I don't need the win. I like podiums. That's fantastic. I like the win. But improving on your qualifying position and getting top 5s, that's all that matters. That and the retarded moments of the race.
Uh-oh.
None other than me in the number 1 dumbass spot. There we go. What an idiot. Dude, they were going to go 3 wide right here. Stiggy stays in it. The Lamborghini did the correct thing and backed out of that. That was never going to work. Stiggy stayed in a little bit. They both were going to go a little wide there. Either way. Oh, I forgot I had this other angle. I guess it's not all just the dumbest things in the world. It's beautiful moves around the outside. Signature moves, even, one might say. Anyway, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. This is your boy that got loose on the curb. You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful on those curves. They're slippery. Here goes Howie. Absolutely smashing this guy. There wasn't too many bloopers, man. Everyone drove really well except for a couple of these moments. And then we're going to take a closer look at Stiggy here. So, is this a TCR member, Tidgeny? Oh, what is that? That was something, all right. And then look at this move. Now, I slowed this down for you and zoomed in because I want to know who's guilty. It's Stiggy. Look at those movements. He wants to go super narrow and take that line, but then he wants to force his way out to make space. That's not how you do it, dude. If you get pinned on the inside, you're pinned on the inside. You chose that line. And then I zoom in and go in slow motion on this guy. He never moved his red dot to the right. It was totally on Stiggy. TCR Stiggy, this was you. You were being dirty. And that's the end of it. I've got nothing else to say about it. Have a good time, everyone. I'll see you.
Really quite early onto the straight. That gives you that half a step that you need to just continue that momentum down into turn 1.
Chase misprinted lies. We face the path of time, and yet I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to. No place to go home.
looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
Still, we should run like it is Godzilla!